anything that you do is only going to be a short selection of the possibilities. And if all that you do is show that with painting and drawing and engraving, let's face it, all interrelated art activities. They're interrelated because they exist in two dimensions. If all you can do is to show that, this happens here, but it also happens there, and it happens here, and it happens there, and it happens here, and that there's more than one context. We've got in Europe, we've got into a very funny state that we think that art is only what you see in an art gallery or a museum. And you don't realise that there's art all around you. The way in which people have painted murals on the sides of houses. I've seen them in London, you see them all over the place. The painting of signboards demands a certain kind of skill and judgment, what's going to look well with what and so forth. And it's also worth remembering that the word art is simply derived from the Latin word for skill. The word craft, which we think of art and craft as different, but craft is simply the Anglo-Saxon word for skill. We think of technology as something different, but techne is the Greek word for skill. So that in Europe, from Greek, Latin and Saxon background, there's been an evolution of ideas whereby now we think of art, craft and technology as three different things. But the evolution of those three different things has always been interrelated. History is always a complicated thing because there are so many dimensions to it. Let's begin by saying that the evolution of modern senses of the word art, craft and technology is a particular history within Western Europe. And you can't assume that a European history of ideas is going to be matched in other parts of the world. Other parts of the world have their histories, and those histories are just as important, just as valid as the particular histories of Europe.